Welcome to my YouTube channel, Engineering Physics by Dr. Deepak. Today we'll discuss about the experiment of to find the numerical aperture of a given optical fiber and find its acceptance angle. So while we are calculating the numerical aperture, we can also calculate the acceptance angle because numerical aperture and acceptance angle related to each other. What is the numerical aperture? Numerical aperture is the measure of the ability of an optical fiber to collect or confine the incident light ray inside it. Numerical aperture is abbreviated as NA and shows the efficiency with which light is collected inside the fiber in order to get propagated. So numerical aperture is related to the acceptance angle. The acceptance angle is the maximum angle through which light enters the fiber. Hence, the acceptance angle and numerical aperture are related to each other. Now, how we can perform the experiment on the simulator? This is an arrangement. So here we have different components. We have to arrange it on the breadboard. First, we are using the emitter or laser source. Second, concentrator to concentrate the beam of light. Third one, we are using the fiber stand. After that, detector unit and the output unit. And in last, we have to put the fiber. And the arrangement is also given in the procedure. We have to arrange the component according to the procedure. Now click on the start button. When we click on the start button, you can see all this is the setup is arranged. Here we have a screw gauge. This is the detector. This is the output unit. Now I click on the switch on button. The laser light is switch on. We have selected the fiber. There are the two types of fiber, glass fiber and plastic glass fiber. So I selected the glass fiber. After that, there are the three different laser source, red, green or the blue color of light. So we have selected the red color of light. Now you can see in the screw gauge, we have to find out pitch and the least count of the screw gauge. So how we can find out? I'm just giving you an example. If we start to change the detector distance, I have selected it to the point. This is the 1. You can see the 0 is aligned with the 1. Now I can give the number of rotations. How much the distance moved on the main scale, or this is also called the pitch scale reading. If I give the number of rotations 5, then it means we have selected here the number of rotations 5. So we can subtract the earlier 2.0 or 0.5. We have left 2.5 divided by the number of rotation 5. So formula to calculate the pitch, distance moved by the screw to the number of rotations by the screw. So we can get the result pitch is equal to 0.5. And you can also see the main scale reading or the pitch scale reading 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 according to that. Now we have to calculate the least count of the screw gauge. Least count is equal to pitch. Pitch we have a 0.5 divided by total number of divisions of the circular scale. So this is a 45. Total division is 50. 0.5 divided by 50. we can get the least count 0.01 mm. The scale units is given here mm. So now how we can note down the result or how we can note down the readings. So first I have selected the detected distance Z. It's 4 mm. That remain fixed for whole set of the reading. After that, I have to change the detected distance X. So you can see if I change the detected distance by using the circular scale 0.5. Now, how we can note down the reading? This is, I have selected for the first reading at the point, we have started with the point 2. So how we can note down the reading? This is the 2. PSR, pitch scale reading is the 2. Now we have to note down the reading of a circular scale. So this linear scale reading coincide with the 49 point of a circular scale reading. 49 multiplied by the least count of screw gauge 0.01, we get 0.49. So total reading 2.49. So we have to note down the output current unit also. So this is a 0.8 times 0, 5. So after the 2 decimal, this reading is equal to 0. Now we have changed again the circular scale reading or the stud reading at the 2.5. After the each 5.5 mm, we have to note down the reading. So this is 2.5. Pitch scale reading is 2.5. And the circular scale reading that coincide with the linear scale reading at the point 40 multiply by least count 0.01. So we can get the reading 0.40. So total reading is 2.90. And we have to note down the reading of output unit for the current. Then again we can note down the reading at the point 3 of a main scale, and here for the circular scale reading that coincide with the linear scale 36 point multiplied by the least count 0.01. So we get 3.36. Similar way, we can note down the reading for the 3.5 for the linear scale reading, and it coincide with the 32 division of a circular scale point multiplied by the least count 0.32. It becomes, so it becomes the 3.82. Similarly, we note down the reading of a current. Then we can click on the, so graph option is available there. And this same pattern, we have to note down the reading, and we can get the graph here. If we extend the detected distance reading, we can get the graph. Now here the maximum value, that is we have 0.1847. According to that, this is the I maxima. Now we have to note down the radius, which is equal to I maxima divided by A. So how we can record the reading? We can record the reading. First, try to understand the diagram. This is the laser source, optical fiber, and we get the spot size on the screen. The distance from the optical fiber emitter and the screen, that is a Z, and we can find out the radius of the spot size that is represented by the R. It becomes the right angle triangle AOB. So here numerical aperture is equal to sine theta A. Theta is the acceptance angle, which is equal to n1 square minus n2 square root. Sine theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So from this right angle triangle AOB, OB is the perpendicular, divide by hypotenuse. So hypotenuse, by using the Pythagoras theorem, AO is the base z square plus OB perpendicular square root. So we can calculate accordingly. Now how we can note down the reading? In the observation table, PSR denoted the pitch scale reading, or it is also called the linear scale reading. HSR, head scale reading, or it's also called the circular scale reading. So pitch is equal to the distance moved by the screw to the total number of rotations by the screw. So pitch is equal to 0.5. Least count of screw gauge is equal to pitch upon number of divisions on the circular scale. 0.5 divided by 50, which is equal to 0.01 is the least count of the screw gauge. So first we have selected the linear scale reading, started the experiment from the linear scale reading 2, and we get the circular scale reading coincide with the linear scale reading at the division of the circular scale 6, multiply by 0.01, we get the distance 2.06 and the current unit nearby 0. Second reading after the half division 2.5 and the circular scale reading 9, multiply by the screw gauge least count 0.01, 2.59. And after that, the third reading 5.5, circular scale division coincide with the main scale, multiply by the least count, we can get the distance. Similarly, we can repeat it in the same manner. And after that, the plotting of a graph look like this way. This is the I maximum, we have a value. Now we have to calculate for the spot size, radius R, then I maximum divided by E. Like every constant, E having a value 2.71. We draw this on the y-axis and extend it to the left or the right side. After that, we can draw the perpendicular on the x-axis. We get from the left to the right point 2r, and from the center either side of the left or the right, we can get the radius. So in the x-axis, the detected distance x in the millimeter, or in the y-axis, current distance in the current is in microampere. So from the observation table, our graph is look like this way. We have plotted this graph on the Word document. I can show you how we can plot this graph. This is the value of I maximum, 0.184. Now here, I maximum divided by E value is 2.71, 0.1847 divided by 2.71, which is equal to 0.06. So this plot according to, for the more clarity here, we have get the division 0.06, extend it to the left or the right side, draw the perpendicular, we can get the value of 2r. Now this is the central point. From this, we have to calculate the division value for the r. So this is exact at the center. Now each division value we can get 0.4. How we can get? Let's example, this is the division 10 and this is the 12. So the difference is the 2. So total division 5 is equal to 2. So one division value we can get 0.4. So here the division is half, 1, 2, 3. So we can get the value 1.2 plus half of division this value, we can get 1.4. So radius is 1.4. Now how we can do the calculations? Numerical aperture is equal to sine theta A, or sine theta A, we can put the numerical aperture relation n1 square minus n2 square root divided by n naught, where n naught is the refractive index of air, which is equal to 1, where theta A is the acceptance angle, n1 and n2 are the refractive index of the core and cladding. I maximum value from the graph 0.1847. Now the radius of the spot, which is corresponding to I maximum divided by E, and E value is equal to 2.71. So 0.1847 divided by 2.71, we get the 0.016. So numerical aperture is equal to sine theta A, which is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, which is equal to R upon R square plus Z square. So what is the value of R we have calculated from the graph? This is a 1.4 mm. So R is equal to R square 1.4 square plus 4. That is the Z distance between the screen and the emitter side of optical fiber. So we get the result numerical aperture is equal to 0.33. And the acceptance angle theta A is equal to sine inverse of numerical aperture. We can get the result 19.26. So there are the certain Vaibhav questions. What are the different components of an optical fiber? Mainly, there are the three components of the optical fiber: core, which carries the light; cladding, which surrounds the core with the low refractive index and contains the light; and the coating, which protects the fiber. So what do you mean by the numerical aperture? Numerical aperture is the measure of the ability of an optical fiber to collect or confine the incident ray inside it. So what is the maximum value for numerical aperture? Numerical aperture is a measure of the highly diffracted light ray captured by the objective. In practice, it is difficult to achieve numerical aperture values above 0.95 with the dry objective. So sine maximum having a value 1. So for the numerical aperture value less than 1. What should be the numerical aperture of an fiber used for short and long distance communications? So we are using here the numerical aperture of the fiber for the short distance in the range of 0.5 to 0.5, 0.4 to 0.5, whereas for the long distance communications, numerical aperture value are in the range of 0.1 to 0.3. What are the advantages of using optical fiber over conventional communication system? That is a low transmission losses in the optical fiber, high potential bandwidth, low weight, small in size, and high flexibility, electrical isolations, security of signals, no crosstalk. Is numerical aperture always constant for a particular optical fiber? Numerical aperture has the property that it is constant for a beam as it goes from one material to another, provided there is no refractive power at the interface. The exact definition of the term varies slightly between the different areas of optics. These are the Vaibhav questions. Now I come to here how we can plot the graph of the experiment. We are in the BER document. In the option of the insert, here are the chart option, XY scatter line. I have selected such kind of a graph. Click on the OK. Now I can get the options here for putting the value on the x-axis, that is the distance, and y-axis we have a current. I just paste my values and we can get the graph here. Now we can put the value axis title, chart, data labels we can do. So according to that, we can prepare the graph. So how we can draw the lines? We have here the insert options, shape, we can click here, and we can draw the line here for the maxima. Similarly, 0.6 value we have selected from here 0.6 value. This is similar to this. This is just idea how you can plot the graph. Okay. So here we are using the another shape. We can draw the perpendicular on the y-axis, x-axis. So this is the way we can do the plot. So you can change the graph also. I have changed the graph or put the graph accordingly because for the more clarity, I have put the graph or I can change the graph here. We have a variety of options. We can change the graph here by clicking on the style. So I have selected the graph. Whatever I have selected the graph here, you can see from here. Select the graph. So this is a plotation of the graph, or we can plot the graph here. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.